The Djinn. Originating from Middle Eastern traditions, the Djinn was born of smokeless fire. It haunts the vast stretches of the desert, where the sand burns under the sun and the wind whispers ancient secrets. It is neither angel nor demon. It is something else. A free spirit, invisible or shape-shifting, capable of taking 1,000 forms, beast, man, or shadow. The Djinn is a being of power and cunning. It can offer wealth, vengeance, or love, but never without consequence. Every granted wish hides a trap. Every favor comes at a cost. They are said to dwell in forgotten ruins, abandoned wells, swirling sands. Sometimes they protect a family. Other times, they curse it for generations. In Middle Eastern traditions, they are only summoned with caution, and never without a drawn circle or a whispered prayer. Some scholars have tried to enslave them. Few returned sane. The Djinn is the spirit that escapes all rules, all chains, even time itself. A reminder that in the driest places, an ancient force still breathes. The Chimera. She wasn't born from a nightmare, but from the imagination of the ancient Greeks. The Chimera is a terrifying blend of 3 beasts: a powerful lion at the front, a goat's head emerging from its back, and a tail shaped like a venomous serpent. In myths, it breathes fire, destroys villages, and embodies chaos. She is the daughter of Typhon and Echidna, 2 primordial monsters, a true dynasty of horror. She symbolizes what the Greeks feared most: uncontrollable mixture, absolute disorder. Only one hero could stop her: Bellerophon, riding Pegasus, a man, a winged horse, and a bold plan. Myth, symbol, or warning. The Chimera reminds us of what mankind has always feared: monsters born from too much power and too little reason. The Hammit. She comes from ancient Egyptian mythology and embodies the ultimate moral punishment in the realm of the dead. Her name means the devourer, and her form is terrifying: the head of a crocodile, the torso of a lioness, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. The 3 most feared beasts of the Nile. Hammit holds no power over the living. She appears only in the afterlife, at the moment of judgment. In the Hall of 2 Truths, the heart of the deceased is weighed against the feather of Ma'at, symbol of truth. If the heart is light, the soul is pure and may enter eternity. But if the heart is heavy with sins and lies, Hammit seizes it and devours it. The soul is then annihilated forever. There is no hell, no punishment, only oblivion. In reality, Hammit represents a primal fear: the fear of being unworthy of surviving oneself. She is the absolute moral boundary, the one that cannot be crossed without vanishing. The Golem. In Jewish tradition, the Golem is an artificial being, created to obey, mute, soulless, without free will. A living machine, shaped by fear and made for war. In 16th century Prague, a rabbi brings it to life to protect his people. But this protector quickly becomes a threat. It crushes, destroys, executes without judgment. It has no mercy, no limits. The sacred word on its forehead, Emet, binds it to life, but a single gesture is enough to end it all. Erase one letter, and Emet becomes Met, death. The Golem is the illusion of control, a creature born of excessive power and a fantasy of domination, and of ignorance of the consequences. The Minotaur, half man, half bull. The Minotaur is one of the darkest and most fascinating creatures in Greek mythology. Born from a cursed union between Pasiphae, wife of King Minos, and a sacred bull sent by the gods, he embodies a rejected being, monstrous from birth. To hide his shame, Minos has him locked away in an immense labyrinth built by the engineer Daedalus. There, in the darkness, the Minotaur roams, solitary, hungry for human flesh. Each year, Athens must pay a tribute: 7 young men and 7 young women sent into the labyrinth, never to return. Until one day, Theseus, the hero, chooses to face the beast. With Ariadne's thread, he finds his way out and ends the legend. But the Minotaur is more than a monster. He is also what we bury deep inside, a sometimes misunderstood creature trapped in a world with no way out. The Phoenix. It is one of the most powerful symbols in mythology, a majestic bird made of feathers, flame, and light that dies by burning, only to be reborn from its own ashes. Found in Egyptian, Greek, Roman, and Persian myths, it represents the cycle of death and rebirth, a unique being that lives through the ages without ever aging, with each end marking a new beginning. According to some tales, it lives for 500 years before willingly burning itself on an altar, leaving behind a glowing egg from which it rises again. But beyond the myth, the phoenix symbolizes what humans have always hoped for, the ability to rise again, to transform, to be reborn after hardship. It's the image of our hidden strength, the part of us that survives everything, even ourselves. The Grootslang. Deep in the rugged caves of South Africa, legends tell of a creature forged in the dawn of creation. The gods, they say, made a mistake, combining the cunning of a serpent with the power of an elephant. Realizing their error, they tried to destroy it, but some escaped into the depths. The Grootslang is said to dwell in the Wonder Hole, a vast, water-filled cavern said to connect to the sea. Its body stretches over 15 meters, its eyes glint like wet stone, and it guards a hoard of diamonds hidden far below the earth. Locals warn that those who seek its treasure never return. Whispers tell of low rumbles from underground and massive shapes sliding through the black water. Whether it is a relic of some prehistoric titan or a story born to protect forbidden places, it stands as the perfect embodiment of greed's deadly lure. The Grootslang blurs the line between myth and something that is still waiting in the dark. Vampires. Originating from Eastern European folklore, vampires have haunted popular tales for centuries. And behind their fangs lies the memory of a disturbing aristocracy. The vampire as we know it is born between myth and history. Its image draws from real figures like Vlad the Impaler, a bloodthirsty 15th century prince, but also from popular stories of the dead returning to haunt the living. They are not beasts, they are lords, draped in velvet, immortal, seductive, refined, yet predatory. They dwell in remote castles, sleep in coffins, and feed only on what is most vital: blood. Since the 19th century, their image has evolved. Less monsters, more masters. Figures of power, control, and domination. Today, vampires still fascinate and stir strange echoes in the real world. Some billionaires openly admit receiving transfusions of young blood to stay fit. Science or fantasy, it doesn't matter. The archetype remains. The vampire is no longer just a legendary creature. It's a symbol of power that refuses to die.